Hi, hello, hi. It's me, PlatinumYoshi. I don't know how to do the YouTube intros thing, but I hit 1,000 subscribers around a month ago, around the time of this recording. But now that I'm here, I'm doing a Q&A, cause why not? I was actually planning to do like a big retrospective video of my YouTube experience from the Minecraft phase back in 2015 to the Siva Gunner phase back in 2016 to now where I actually make good videos. The problem with that is that I wasn't really motivated to write the script, plus I also think that it wasn't going well, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, so I thought a Q&A would be nice. Plus I asked people on Twitter what should I do for the 1K sub special, and 2 of them said Q&A, so here we go, a Q&A. First question comes from SMBC. What's your favorite video game and least favorite? That's a tricky question since I don't have like one video game that I can say, yes, this is definitely my favorite, so I'll just name 3 if that's fine with you, and 3 for the least favorite as well. Sonic Generations. The cutscenes may be forgettable, but the gameplay is great, both for the classic stages and the modern stages. It's actually really fun to replay all the stages, so that's also why it's my favorite. Super Mario Odyssey. The worlds are pretty to look at and fun to explore, and I just really like the replayability to it, especially after being the main game, since there's a shit ton of moves to discover, like 999 of them, literally. Halo 3, honestly my favorite campaign out of all the Halo games, with a really cool multiplayer to add to it. Now for least favorite, Iron Man for the PS2, the first video game that I genuinely dislike. Like, I remember playing the first level for like 20 minutes, and I just really hate how clunky the controls are. It's just really bad, especially considering that I really enjoyed the first movie when I was a kid, so that's really bummer to see that the game just fucking sucks. Halo 5 Guardians, the campaign at least, because I just really don't like the campaign. The levels are just so boring and linear, and the enemies are just so annoying. The story is absolutely horrible, and I'm glad Halo Infinite doesn't continue that story, because how would you continue the story with an ending so bad? Shadow the Hedgehog, I would say Sonic 06, but I just really don't like playing Shadow the Hedgehog. It's so boring to play, and the stages are so bland. The music is good, but the story is also horrible. Like, aliens come into the mix, so like Shadow's backstory or something. It's all over the place as well, with the normal route, the hero route, the dark route, all leading on to a final story route, which I don't get how that makes any sense, but I just really don't like the game. So, next question comes from Insign. Opinions on Parappa the Rapper? Well, I never played the game, so I don't have an opinion on that, but I think the character is cool. You know, I like his beanie, his shirt and pants are cool, and doesn't his flower girlfriend get aroused every time Parappa gets pissed or something? I might have to look that up, yeah.
No, not now. I have to go to the bathroom.
Wow, Parappa looks so manly today. I've never seen him look this way before.
It's actually constipation, but I was close though. But yeah, I think Parappa the Rapper is cool. The next question comes from Zespion. Worst emoji, this one. And what made you start commentary? I think it was like around late 2018 to 2019 where I was watching a lot of video game reviews. It was at the time where I really started to get into it, especially with Scott the Woz, because that's pretty much my main inspiration for doing these kind of retrospective videos, especially with his humor, since it's more original and less relying on trends. But it was also at the time where I wanted to change my content. Like, I was really tired of doing this whole Siva Gunner thing, this whole mashups. Like, with the mashups, I feel like I wasn't even improving, or at least I was barely improving, so maybe a change of content would be nice, especially with more editing, since with 2 videos that I've done that are me versus level 9 certain characters in Smash Bros, that dealt with a lot of editing, at least more than I was used to at the time, so I want to do something more like that. Speaking of which, I actually tried commentary back in like 2018. One of them was a Roblox short film, The Last Guest, and the other one was a rant basically on Nathaniel Banny because I didn't really like his triggered videos back at the time, and now I just don't mind them. And they were really bad. I really hate how I sounded. The editing was also it's so mediocre. I don't know how hard I tried, but I'm pretty sure I was trying way too hard. Well, at least I'm glad I didn't go that route, so there we go. Sploderian Rich asks, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, top 10 shows. That's very tricky to answer, because I did one recording of this like a while ago, and with the top 10 shows, I struggled the hell out of it. I spent like 5 minutes trying to think of like 10 shows on my mind. So I actually wrote a Google Doc on 10 shows I like. So I'm pretty much doing just listing off 10 shows that I like in no particular order with like a small reason behind it. Number 1 is SpongeBob, basically the show that pretty much just shaped up my childhood. I still enjoy some of the episodes to this day, and I'm surprised it's still going on actually. Number 2 is Parks and Recreation. I just really love the jokes. They're just so hilarious, and it never fails to make me laugh, to be honest. It's just a really good show. Number 3 is Regular Show. The characters are great, and there's a ton of great scenes that still hold up. Number 4 is Death Note, the show that pretty much got me into mystery and kept me on my toes throughout the whole thing. Number 5 is Step Parade, which is a absolute roller coaster ride of emotions with a good moral behind it. Number 6, Attack on Titan, another emotional roller coaster, but instead with great action scenes and Hanji. Number 7, I put Family Feud. Well, the Steve Harvey Family Feud. I just think his reactions are really funny. Number 8 is Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry because slapsticks. I just really love the slapstick in the show. Again, it's funny. I like the funny. Number 9, Drake and Jaws. Basically the same as regular show in terms of like great characters and memorable scenes. All that without the supernatural shit. And number 10, I just struggle with that. I just put Deal or No Deal because I like Howie Mandel as the host. Though I never watched it in a while, so oh well. The next question comes from Gameoyeah. What is your opinion on Mario sauce? I have to say this. Mario sauce is pretty much the best sauce out there. You can never get a sauce like Mario sauce. Like, the sauce is just so great to have on your spaghetti. Why Mario sauce now? The next question comes from Corecraft Trolling. Do you fart? Well, here's a question for you. Do you fart? Next question comes from JMan155. What made you come up with the name PlatinumYoshi? Not including your previous username, lol. Well, I am including my previous username because the name was basically came up by Zespion. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have that username in the first place. I was really tired of having that username Yoshi Gunner, which is my previous username before it became PlatinumYoshi. And it was at one point where Zespion thought I should change my name to PlatinumYoshi, and I just thought, hey, that'd be a great idea. And here I am, right now, with the username. Prayag P asks, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, how long does it take to make a typical video, and which video took you the longest to make? That's actually a really good question. A typical video, I think, takes around 7 to 20 hours at most, I think. Or at least a combined total, because I would just work on videos on separate days. In terms of, like, splitting up that, yeah, recording depends. I think, like, 3+ hours at most, and with the writing, 2 to 3 hours maybe. The voiceover will usually take around an hour, and the audio editing would take also an hour as well. The editing obviously takes up the most time, with usually around 5 to 10 hours maybe. The video that took me the longest to make was definitely Doug or Dud, because that was basically an ambitious project of mine, as stupid as it sounds. I would say DVD menu retrospectives, but that's mostly because I put it on hold for a while, so damn, it just took a long time. I'm just so happy that I actually finished it, and I'm so happy that I had fun playing it as well, and subduing my friends to nostalgia quick thumbnails. And the last question comes from Itchy. Why is there no upload schedule? Well, the reason why I don't have an upload schedule is mostly because I don't like to rush things. I tend to lose motivation pretty easily. So I think having enough time to finish a video up, it makes a lot of sense to me. And also because I get busy with stuff, like school for example. School just started for me, and it's mentally draining me. But what I am trying to shoot for is at least one video every month or every 2 months at least. That way there won't be too much dead space between videos, if that makes any sense. But yeah, those are pretty much the reasons why I don't have an upload schedule. And that's it for the questions. So for last words, I just want to say thank you so much for 1K subs. I really never thought I was going to make it at all. I'm actually really glad that I'm making videos that I'm really proud of, and I'm really happy with all the support that I have with my friends and with the viewers, and I really can't stress enough how I'm thankful for that, as cliche as it sounds, but really just thank you for watching my shit, thank you for supporting my shit, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't know how to do this outro thing. I just think have a good rest of your night, day, whatever part you are. See you in like a month maybe, and that's it. Bye bye.